Well, hello, my loves. How are you? It's the Gunman once again with my daily dose of good news for all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in again. You are a precious part of my life, and I feel so grateful to have you here. Thank you for sharing your valuable time, and I'm going to get right to it. Wintertime, COVID year, all of these things going on all at once. You feel completely assaulted, as do I, with these stressors that are bombarding you from all angles. Now, I don't know about you, but I have learned it's the little things that you savor that make life so wonderful to live and give you a welcome respite from all the stresses that are coming your way. And one of the things that I've discovered that I want to actually turn you on to is the solace of a good cup of tea. Now, I've always been a coffee guy, and I have to admit, in the morning I have my cup of joe, and it's just kind of part of my routine. Nothing fancy. You know, everybody's got their own routines. They go to either their favorite coffee shop and get that drink that they always do, and I'm not really kind of like a foofy coffee guy. I drink my coffee black like my heart. What can I say? But tea is a different thing. And I found that one of the traditions in Great Britain that I loved more than anything was my afternoon cup of tea. Now, my friend Ruth, who does all of our social media, proud Brit, and Paul McCartney's sister, by the way, she's an awesome person. And she and her mother have a wonderful tea line, actually, that Mrs. McCartney does. I highly recommend you check that out. But it's good for the soul, and it's good in a lot of different ways. And these studies that have just been done actually prove that there are a lot of benefits to drinking tea, whether it's caffeinated or herbal, that are good for your soul in a lot of different ways. The routine, actually I should say the ritual of drinking your afternoon tea is far more proper, and they found in studies that that's actually really nice, especially when people use things like their fanciest teas or their best china, and they don't move, they don't multitask while they're drinking their afternoon tea. They actually commit that time to enjoying that moment of peace and serenity, to be mindful. Now, I don't know if it's your thing to pray. I don't know if it's your thing to be grateful, or you can run through a laundry list in your mind of the people that you love. Whatever it is that's going to help center you in the afternoon as you drink your cup of steamy, wonderful tea is a good thing according to these studies that have just been done. And I want to turn you on to it. It's been a routine that I've incorporated into my life for the last couple of months. And I actually kind of thought about this from all the touring Matthew and I had done in England. We loved it because we were in this fancy hotel, and we had a very, very busy day. It was the first time I was exposed to this. We were going back and forth to doing all of these interviews, and they had us very, very busy. And we were kind of like alternating between a suite that was upstairs to do the interviews and the lobby. And it was an amazing thing because at that particular time in the afternoon, everything in the lobby stopped. It got really quiet. And I was like, what's going on here? And all of a sudden, the tea cart got wheeled out, and everybody had their tea time. And I thought, what an amazing ritual this is, a tradition, I should say, this is. Isn't that wonderful? It's kind of like in some of the Latin American countries, taking your afternoon siesta, like they do in Spain and like they do in Mexico. It's and in Italy, I believe, in some parts. It's a wonderful tradition. But your afternoon cup of tea instead of coffee will do a different thing to your soul than the American tradition of, you know, just kind of like chugging down a cup of coffee while you're multitasking and doing things. You still feel frantic when you're doing this. When you actually kind of center yourself and enjoy your afternoon cup of tea, it actually is good for your heart, your brain, and your soul. So I'm going to suggest that to you, that if you're feeling stressed, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling anxious, who knows, your solace might be as simple as a cup of afternoon tea, like the Brits do. On that note, lots of love to you guys. Try it today. Who knows? Go out there and give it a shot. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.